things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Hoosiers will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Finley. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hawkeyes offense has the ball first today. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him one. These guys have taken some serious lumps in Big Ten play, and I want to see if they've become demoralized.
Yeah, I think you're going to find out a lot about their mental toughness here in this game, because at the start of the season, they were hoping to compete in Big Ten play. They've had some bounces not go their way. They've had some guys get injured. And now is the time in this game right here that you can turn it around by getting a win.
And it's hard. Obviously, it's such a difficult conference. The Big Ten, you got to bring your A game so many times or else you do get beat. You've had some setbacks now.
Turning it on! And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Hawkeyes getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So Indiana's offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Hoosiers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. The snap sets up to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Alexander. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Breaks into the open. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Hawkeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Scanning the field, it's man. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a...
Touchdown, Iowa! Ball that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of one, and as is tradition here in Iowa City, we take a moment to say hi to the children of the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids. No matter how many times you see it, a moving moment here at Iowa between the 1st and 2nd quarter when the entire crowd acknowledges the children across the way. Hope they enjoy the game as we continue in the 2nd quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end? Just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it.
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
I think oftentimes for a quarterback, accuracy goes down a little bit when you're not throwing from the pocket in a good throwing position. Every time you scramble, every time you start running.
Grabs it inside the 15. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Indiana!
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Trying play action. Swings it out to his running back. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's man. Quickly complete. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Moving away from pressure. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB, nope.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Throws to the tight end. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
With the catch, it's Alexander. at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And the Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Hoosiers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares?
Touchdown, Hoosiers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He'll pull it on the read. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. To throw, it's man. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Breaks the tackle. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Looking downfield on 1st down. Made a defender miss. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. And the Hawkeyes headed quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. It's Clements. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a 1st down for this offense. To the air on 1st down. Looking down the middle. It's caught. And the catch it right into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Quarterback making checks. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pucks it out of the air. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Hoosiers with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Working that left side now. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. So it's 1st down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. And he had just enough to will that one home. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Iowa City has given us a fun 1st half. And how can we begin our analysis of that 1st half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's kick it back to the guys inside Kinnick Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. The Hawkeyes will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They'll start this drive going to the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off from the shotgun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Quickly out to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. The Hoosiers are rolling down the field. The inside handoff. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting running backs on the ground.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down. And the Hoosiers line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. And the Hawkeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go right back to it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to throw. It's man. Gets it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. It's complete to the right. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll give it to the back. There he goes.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's going to let it go. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Indiana! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Georgia is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of giving UGA the rest of the day off. They're up by 21 over New Mexico State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now on the option. Quick toss. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Catch in the middle. It's Clements. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The offense lining up for a first down play. They're going to run it. Runs through a tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll try it again. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Iowa! Once he got some room, it was over.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snagged out of the air. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
Got rid of it just in time.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got the first down and more. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Hawkeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Unloads to the right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
To the air, it's man. He's got the back in the middle.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gets it to him on the screen. Turning it on! Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Handoff to the single running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Handoff from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Defense might bring the house here. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Give to the back. Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Hoosiers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run it from the gun. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's man. Makes the grab over the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Makes the grab. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds a man in the middle. Lots of running room. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa!
That touchdown ties the game, so you're expecting them just to kick the extra point, take a 1-point lead. Seconds left now. You got to play great defense here to try to ice this game and get the win.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. And back to the air on second down.
And I'm so interested.
There he goes. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Power football with the run. Got enough for the first. He's piled up 112 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Off the play fake on first down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got a man. It's Alexander. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. They'll run for it. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on fourth down. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Bye.